You like Trump? Good girl. You like Biden? Okay, good evening. Built a little two-pill here, full boy down the road. And the only thing, I didn't want to film the whole thing because it's just time consuming because it's so restricted. Getting the relays in the back is the big deal. It's got enough room kind of in between the SO239s, but you have to trim the nut. Take the belt sander and trim off one side of that. You don't trim off much, but trim that off. And the SO239s, trim the side of that off just a little bit. And where you can get that relay up inside there and have room. I know some people put it over here on the side, but I'd rather have it up out of the way like that. I got room. It's plenty. I nearby get my pinky up underneath it back there. It's got room up underneath it. If you can see that. It's got room up underneath the relay. So that ain't a big deal. Try to keep it as best I can. And I put this key up circuit kind of out where I normally try to take it about the way, but I want it where it's accessible, so if you had to get to it, like I said, it's going to a guy down the road here. If he has any trouble with it, he can bring it back here, and it'll just be down the road. But anyways, there it is. I'm going to put a body plug, which I just got in. It don't come with a, I didn't put a variable in it. I think this guy's kind of new to amplifiers, and putting a variable in it, he'll probably keep it burned out all the time. So you don't really need one if you're gonna drive. I didn't pick up what radio he was running it with, but I'll clear it with him. But anyways, it's done. I don't think it looks too bad. I mean, it ain't got no big gaping output transforming and nothing like that, but it's 1.25 inches, and it does what it's supposed to do, and I'll show you. Alright, hook up the power to it. Alright, 1,000 watt slug. So this meter's going to read 1,000 watts. You reading that bottom scale. 200, 400, 600, 800, 1,000. You ain't going to get that much out of it. We're looking to find about 400. It's the middle of the scale. So where that 10, 20, and 40 is, look for 400. Right around there. Now this radio is the Rainmaker tuned radio, and it does put out about 35 to 40 watts. Oh, and it puts out about 12, let's say 12 to 14 RMS. Let's just say 12, and let's just say 40 peak. So, oh, and that's what it's showing now. Alright, turn the amp on. Put a little bit more dead key in it. So that's about 100 watts. Hello. So it's doing pretty good. Now, the reason you see that going over 400 pretty good is because the transformer is so little. It's saturated with just the radio. Now, drive like a normal 2-pill, it'll do a little over 400 or something, but it'll take more drive. This one is in this little bitty case, and I don't want it to take more drive. It ain't got no fan on it, which I'm going to put a little fan on it, but it ain't made for a fan. So that's the reason I built with what I did. And plus, he has no room in his truck to put anything other than something that's little. So that's what he wants. I was wanting to go with this size cabinet here, which has got a fan in it. Put a fan in it. Versus this one with no fan in it. But I'm going to take one of the computer fans and put right there, I think. If I can find one. I had a whole box of them. Oh. Well, I see them now. Man, I look for these things like for 2 hours earlier before I even started this box. And I finally found them. But if I would have been sitting right there in this chair doing this video when I've seen them, they're sitting up underneath that bottom of my table on the other side of the wall. But yeah, I'm going to put one of these in there. Maybe, I don't know if RF is going to kill it or not. I got another case, top, that I'm going to punch a hole in it first. I don't know if RF is going to kill this fan or not. These are made for power supplies. Well, they come in a power supply. And they stand up inside the amplifier with the power supply. Sometimes you have some trouble out of them, but yeah, I'm going to see if I got a hole punched that little, but I ain't got a fan going that little, but maybe with an act of God, we can come up with something for that. Where's one of the tops? Swear. Well, I don't see a top, but the top on the power supply that's already got the factory hole in it could be used as a grill. Or maybe we can fabricate a grill out of a grill. We'll just have to see. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you take let's say you cut this off, you cut this off, you cut this off, you cut this off. Alright, then you cut here, a little room, and here. And here, here, and here. And then here, and here. And let's see if we can maybe, with some good luck, which I don't have, maybe we can let's see if we can twist that off of there. Well, I was hoping that would unweld from that. Yeah, it don't look like it's going. I was hoping it would unweld from it. And go about this a different way. It's going to be a big mess. But maybe I can if I can get these wires off of here, I might can bend them around like it was before. Like that. Maybe I'll bend that little hook on it if I can get these cleaned up. So, alright, hold on. Alright, we went over out to the sander and sanded them down. Got them off of. And now where are you tonight? Where are my damn I don't know how good this is going to come out. This ain't very easy to metal to work with. Let's see. I don't think they make a screen for that. Let's see if I can do a little bit better with these. Let's see, by the time the head, hopefully the heads will cover them up. And you won't be able to see that. See, bingo bango, the head covers up that nasty looking thing there. If you get this on here, the hole through the thing and then the screw on it, you won't ever know it. You think? That's how you make a screen out of a bigger screen. I've done it before. It works. A little work into it, but let me see if I got a hole punch this level and clean up some of this shit on this table. Be a shit to me metal. And let me see if I can pop a hole in here. Well, not in this one. In this one, which looks about as good. It's got a little dirt on it. Which has been sitting up on the shelf there a little bit. But it's basically about as clean. I'd say if I put a little purple pile on, not purple pile, but awesome. I would say it's just clean. But I'd rather sacrifice one and see if this fan, see if RF kills it, than I would his 10. And just have some gaping asshole in there. You know. So let's see if we can get done with that and we'll be back. It's amazing I got that through there in just a few seconds. Popped it out of just as smooth as butter. I got it a little off to one side. I I drilled a pilot hole and got it in the center, but now when I went with it step bit down through there, which is here, it kind of walked off to that side. It's a little cockeyed, but hell, I'm a little cockeyed, so not that big a deal. That little of a fan, I don't think it needs the other two legs. Now I could bend them up around though. Or I couldn't. I'm pretty sure if I do it like this, it ain't gonna rattle or nothing. So I'm gonna do the, which I think is the best way. I'm gonna do it like this. And do it like this. And two holes and two screws will hold that itty bitty fan. I mean, the fan ain't but 2 inches, so pretty well done with it. Let's see, it's 632 going in it, so 7. Let's go with a 1/8. Go with a 1/8. And I got some little shorter screws. Not quite as long as what that one is. Let's see if these will go through it. It's actually a number 8. Let's see if it's going to be long enough to go through that metal. Through that fan. And it is not. By the time I get the fan, the grill, it will not. It will not catch it. To use the longer ones and shave them down. Let me get two more, another one of them. Bought me some of these pan heads just for this reason. So if I mess up, drill a hole too big, or get one modeled out, that pan head's got a pretty good little lip on it. And this is a 632 that fits that hole pretty tight. And let's see, that's going to be blowing in. Put this back here. Put the fan guard. That might hit the fan being that side. Yeah, it's a little cock on it. You ain't gonna. I got one crooked eye. What the hell? Brand new screw, brand new nut. At least I think it is. What? Come on. Alright. This is stainless steel hardware. See, it's pretty tough. Let's see if this is going to fit without hitting. Just to start with, like I said, this is not the main one. Yes, it is fitting, and it don't look too bad. For me doing it, looks pretty damn good. It needs a little tweaking. I'm gonna go ahead and let's see. Ain't no need, might as well go and hook it up. Let's see. Let's just see what it's gonna do. I got plenty of these fans. No power hooked up, so ain't gotta worry about that. Let's get a little solder and tin the ends, and this one is going to the relay, which is run by the switch and hot when you turn it on. And let's see here. Let's go with the case crown. Alright, the fan's in. Let's see what she does, see if it gets burned up. They have been known to bite the dust because of RF. Let's see what it does. Alright. It is a little bit of air moving around in there. It's got a little noise to it, I can hear it. Let's see if RF kills it. Oh, hello. No, RF does not kill it. Hello. I'm cleaning this case up, and that's going to be on it. Hello. I will add some ferrite to it, but like I say again, 1000 watt slug, 5 watt slug here, 1000 watt slug here, 50 watt slug here. This is on the antenna, reflect back the antennas here, reflect back between this radio and the radio, which is here. So between this amp, it comes up, goes up through there, hits this line section here, which is a 5 watt slug here, and actually runs, this is in between this amp and that radio, but bingo bango, this is that jumper running up through there, and that's what measures it. This is where it's at. So you want this to be as low as possible. Anything under a watt is perfectly fine. This needs to be as low as possible, and this needs to be, say, 400. Then key in 100. I have a variable key on the radio, so I can turn it up and down. This is a little under half a watt, and doing a little over 400. But like I said, these little amps will do pretty good. Being that the radio is the driver that it likes for it. It's knee about doesn't hit the knee about. It'll take a little bit more drive, but it's had to hit the saturation point of it. That's what I'm getting at. Because the transformer's little, but yeah, it's sucking in there and blowing out that side. Just a little bit of movement, and I told him to start with, if I can get a little movement in it. But this is not a box made like the other ones. The fins go this way, so the air comes in, and this is barely blowing by here, but it is getting some of the top. But yeah, it is a little loud, because even I can hear it. But I'm going to leave that up to him when he gets here. If I have to, I can tone it down a little bit. Put a resistor line. It's not actually that loud there. But I don't know where he's going to put it in his truck. But anyways, there it is. I took a Vanguard that was bigger than that. It was actually a 92 millimeter, I think, and cut it down and put two little tabs on it. I'm going to go back in here and hit that with the grinder. She's a little cockeyed down there, but you can't tell it up here. It don't look that bad. It is a little off. But I don't think it's that much off. Yep, more than I thought. But then again, yeah, she's off. She's off. But yeah, we'll leave it at that. Don't really feel like it's 3:30 a.m. Really feel like making another cover. But to do what you have to do. I don't even think they make a cover for this. You can take the top off the thing, and if you got something to shear it with, if you can shear it like I got, and get the little cover for it. This hole, I cut it with a hole punch. And like I said, I made sure the bit was in the middle, but it walked. It happens when you're using step bits like that. They will walk off the target, but whatever. Oh yeah, that was a slug that was left over out of it. So, alright then, later.